Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to do Melina's challenge that she put up yesterday. I need journaling cards, so we're going to do that today. Now, I am going to make some of mine out of this. This is an old calendar. I'll show you. I don't even know what, 2021 to 22. And it has these dividers in it that are very, very pretty, and they are thick, so they're good for journal cards and things like that. So I'm going to be using some of those. Not the pages so much, because the pages are not that thick, but there's 4 beautiful, I guess you could call it pre-made cards right here. I use these all the time. I know you've seen me use them before. So anytime I have a journal or a planner and it has things like this in it, I don't throw those away. I pull them out, and you can see I've got all kinds of stuff on the back, but we're going to cover that. Now, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to leave these little holes on there or not. I'm thinking about leaving them. You know, I don't think it'll hurt anything. So, let's get started on that. And then I have a pile of scraps pulled out here that we can work with. So, oh, there's another one. And another one. I may have enough to do. So, let me move those over there. And we will start on these. Let's see, which one do I want to start with first? I think I'm going to start on this one. Now, I go ahead and take this little part here off. You don't have to, I don't guess, if you don't want to. But I'm going to take it off. And then I've still got plenty of card left. Let me make sure I got that straight, because it didn't feel like it. And you can probably hear it's pouring down rain again. Pouring down, I'm telling you. Now, let's see how tall this is. It's 7 inches. I think I'll cut a little bit off at the top. May not need it, but I don't want it to be too tall. I'm going to cut off all of that little hole that's there at the top. Alright, now we have an instant journal card. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover the back. And I'm probably going to keep that hid because it does have some private information on it. So let's see. What about covering it with that? I think that'll be alright. You really can't see through it. Alright, we've got that covered. I'm going to go ahead and press it down, and then we'll trim. And I am not, let's see. Well, first say I'm not going to try to punch out those little holes, which I'm not, because I don't have that kind of punch. I may end up trimming them. Don't know. We'll see. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to trim those little pieces off. I'm going to round the corners. And there is a nice little journal card. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink mine, and I'll probably stitch around mine as well, but you don't have to do that. You can leave them just as they are. And I don't think it needs anything else on it other than a topper. I think we'll just put a little piece of this on here. Now, I'm just barely gluing it on there because when I stitch, I'll stitch across it. And that will be fine there. So that one is finished. Let's do this one. And I'm going to leave this one the height that it is. And I'm going to leave these on. We'll just trim it off. Whoops. I went crooked, so let me get my trimmer. Okay, I went ahead and rounded the edges and then put some ink around it. And now we're going to put a label on there. That one doesn't have a label. Let's just put that little label on there, and it just says preferred. Like that. And just trying to see if I want to put anything else. I might put that number right there at the bottom. And we'll put a little topper on here, and then this one will be finished. Now these are just some scrap pieces that one of you guys sent me. And I think they're pretty for toppers. And I'm just going to ravel it a little bit more. And let's see if that's about right. Yep, I think that'll work. And I'm just going to put a little glue on each side, and then I'll stitch it down when I stitch. If you don't want to stitch, that's fine. Just put glue on it to hold it. So there is another. These come together pretty quick using this. Let's use this one. I think I'll put this on the back. Right. And that's just where I stamped around it. Right, and another little topper. Another. Did you hear my slang just changed? Another little topper. Let's see. Okay. So there is another. Now let's go ahead and do some out of some of our scraps. That was easy enough with that, but let's grab some scraps and make some journal cards. There's a pretty scrap right there that'll make a pretty one. I like these pieces that are already cut. Then all you have to do is put some backing on them. And look at these little pieces. I have no idea where I got these. No idea whatsoever, but we can make some beautiful journal cards out of them. Look at that. Is she pretty? I don't remember where I got them, but we'll use them. Let's see. I'm just going to find some pieces that are already kind of cut and that we can go ahead and back and use. That can be a good belly band there. Another one. Oh, that'll make a good one. So any of the pieces that you've got cut like that, that are close to the size that you want, you can just go ahead and use that one. Look at that. We may not have to cut very many. Okay, let me lay this back over there and we'll get started. So let's go with this one first and see what we can come up with. Now I know that's way too tall. That is almost 9 inches, and we definitely don't need anything that's 9 inches because that's going to be taller than our journal. So I'm going to cut this down to about 6.5. We'll save that little piece. That'll make a good small tag. Now, of course, we need to back it with something. So I think we can back it with this. Well, I'll put that on really crooked. Okay, I think that'll be okay. Go ahead and round our corners. Then we need a label, maybe something on there. Oh, I forgot, Melina was making pockets on these too. So we'll make a pocket out of this vellum. I forgot all about that. Yeah, and they'll have a little cross slanted pocket on there. So we'll go ahead and glue that down. Grab my Barely Art glue. And just lay that down on there. And then we'll trim that off and we'll have a cute little pocket with the vellum. And I reckon my eye's crooked today because I'm putting all of them on crooked. Crooked eye. All right, now until that dries, it's going to be a little bit puckery here, but once it dries, it won't be. So there is a little pocket, and we need something on here and then some labels maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and dig into my flowers here. Oh, I think that one's cute. It doesn't really go, but it's cute. Let's see if we can find one that'll match a little bit better. Well, that's pretty close. It looks more like what that flower is, so we'll use that one. And let's put it on this side. This side doesn't have as many flowers as the other side does. Okay. Trim that little piece off there at the bottom. And now we've got that, and we can put a little label on there. So let me grab little labels here. I think I might put that one on. Okay. And then I feel like it needs something up here. I don't know if it does or not, or if it's just my seeing. But I'm going to lay it aside for now. I can always add more when it comes to putting it in the journal. Let's do one with this. That's pretty. I think I'm going to back it first. Now this is a very, very thin paper. So I'm going to put a book page down and then I'm going to put a backing paper down. And that's just to make it a little bit thicker. Go ahead and trim that off a little bit. And I'm just doing a rough trim because I'm going to back it again and then I can cut them all at one time. Now let's put our backing paper on. I'm going to use a little piece of this drawing paper. We can trim it with our trimmer. I say we can. We can. Okay. All right. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to wait about rounding the corners on this. As a matter of fact, I may not even round them. I think I'll just cut them at a little bit of an angle. because this is still very wet with glue. That paper's so thin. Put a little bit of glue around it. Okay, there is another, and I don't think that one needs anything. You've got numbers on it, you got a label on it, you got a flower on it, so I think that one's good just like it is. Let's go ahead and use this to make one. I think that's very pretty. It's got a hole right here, so we're going to cut that out. And let's see how wide that is. That is almost 5, so I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Let's see, like 4.5. Now, we need to back it with something. These are just some old book pages. It's like the end of the book, and I saved those back in one spot, and then I can use them when I start backing things like this. There's a good page right there. Trim this off. So I think I'll let this be up. I'm not sure. Not sure if that's right or not, but I think I'll let it be that way. Okay. Oh, that'll make a nice journal card there. A little bit of ink. And see, I love those old book inside pages to use for that, and they write on so well too. Now let's do a topper. We forgot to do a topper for that one. I may just do a lace topper for both of them. Okay, there's that one. And well, it's going to be a little bit too big for that one. I could cut it down. Let's just cut it down. That works. This one is still pretty fragile right now because the papers was so thin, and then it's still real wet with glue. I may end up backing it again. I don't know. Usually they'll strengthen up when they start to dry out, so we'll see. But there's that one, and then this one, and I think we need something on this one. We've got some doilies here. We could pull out a doily and put a piece of a doily on somewhere, maybe right there. And then put a label on, I guess. So I'm just going to put a little glob of glue around through here and just rub it in a little bit. And that keeps your doily from tearing up your glue stick, because these things will tear up your glue stick. Okay. There's that. We'll trim that off. Oh, I like that on there. Now, I may end up putting this on this one because I still feel like this one's a little bit naked. What about it? You think? I didn't put a topper on that one either, did I? I'm trying to get ahead of myself. Okay, let's lay that down, and then We'll see what else that might need in a minute. I know it needs a topper. And then this one, if we're going to put a little pocket on it, let's put a pocket like down that way. That way it won't take away from the flowers, but we'll still have a little pocket. Let's put this little piece as a topper on here. All right, let's look through these scraps and see what we might have that we could do a little angle pocket right there. Could possibly use that. Oh, we could use another piece of vellum. This is another scrap of vellum that I've got. I don't mind that. Let's do that. And we'll just put it all the way across, but you're still going to be able to see the flowers through there. And I'm going to see if this will punch. Hopefully it will. Let's see how much of this I need. Right there. Yeah, this is a thick vellum, so it punches pretty good. Okay, just glue it around through here and lay that down, and then we'll trim it. I'm still messing with cameras, so I'm hoping that this is okay with you guys. I'm telling you, I'm having a terrible time with technology the last few days. When technology works, it's your best friend, and when it doesn't work, it's your worst enemy. And mine has not been working right the last few days. It has just irritated me. And I apologize for... I know people say, you don't need to apologize. Well, I really do, because I don't know what... I didn't watch that video back that I put up first last night. So I don't know. Hopefully I didn't say anything or do anything that... Because I was so irritated. But I put up the unedited version, or part of it, of that video. The edited version is up now, if you want to go watch it. The whole thing. But I was so frustrated. I mean, I don't normally say any bad words or anything, and I don't think I did, but, you know, sometimes I might just, and I just hated it that it went up like that. Put that little rosebud right there. There we go. Trim this off. All right, and then we'll put a label of some kind down through there. Let's put that one there. That looks cute. And these are some of our free labels from Katie. You're welcome to go over and download those. If you're a subscriber here on YouTube, you can download them for free. So there's that one. Now this piece is already backed. I don't remember when I did that, but we'll go ahead and use it. And I think that's pretty as is too. Let's put that on there. And I think that's all it's going to need. Let's see. I don't want to put any more butterflies up here because it's got butterflies. So I think that's all I'm going to do. Let's do one with this lovely lady. That's pretty tall. So we'll probably have to cut the top off. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Now, yes, her hand's missing, but, you know, it'll be all right. And I don't have to back this one. So let's go back and put a topper on this one because I failed to do that. And then what do we put on top of this? Let's put that there. I like that. And then let's put just a little piece of this black lace up there. Yeah, I don't want to put anything real wide because I don't want to cover up her head. So this will be good enough. Okay, that'll work, and we'll stitch that on there. And I don't think that needs anything else either. Let's do this one. We don't have to back it. And this is... it's almost 7, but I think it'll be fine. Just gonna cut the corners, put a little something on it, and we can put a pocket on this one. Since that's really what I'm supposed to be doing, is putting pockets on them. But you know, Mama always goes rogue. Mama does it different than anybody. Let's just use a piece of this. More vellum. I love vellum. Okay, let's put this little scrap of a doily that I have on this one side over here. Let's put the glue down here. Okay, and then I pulled out this little butterfly and I thought that'd be cute on there. And then I think I put a little label right there, and that one will be finished too. This is going to be the fastest journal cards that's ever been made. Because they are going fast, because I had a lot of paper that was already kind of pre-done. Not pre-done, but you know, I had cut it for other things, but then it worked out great for this, so... All right, I think I want the darker one on there. I really had just cut those papers off of just other scrap pieces. And it, you know, making something else, and it just happened to work pretty good for this. So go through your stash, find all of your little scrap pieces, and then just start cutting them down and making journal cards out of them. And you don't have to decorate them all the way. You know, you can leave it and then finish decorating it when you start to put it in your journal. I mean, that's not something that you have to do everything at one time. Because these, I may not decorate any more than what they are right now until I start to put them in my journal. And then I might decorate them up a little bit more. One side of this is very shiny. I don't know if you can see that or not, and the other side is not. So we're going to use the side that's not real shiny. I don't know where this come from exactly. Okay, well, let's see. That glue's not holding. I just want it to hold long enough that I can stitch. That's all. Just a little bit. Okay, so there's another, and we can make a little tag to go down in there. You know, those little pieces that we saved a minute ago, make a little tag to go down in there. And I probably will do that when I start to put them in my journals. But let's go ahead and see what all we got done in a very short period of time. So there's one. I'll hold them up a little bit. My hand doesn't shake off. I got the shakies today, so. And when I start putting these in the different journals, I'll probably add some things too at that time. But I think mask making, so far they turned out pretty good. I may put a number or something right there. But that is it. Isn't that cute? And that's a lot of journaling cards, and that's what I needed. I didn't have any journaling cards already made up. So, there you go. Alright guys, I hope you'll give this a try. Don't forget to go over and check out Melinas' video. I'll have that link directly below. We will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.